ethanol, you mentioned about ethanol, is certainly a substitute, but there are limits to what you can do. So the question becomes, to what limit can you push ethanol? Because ethanol is great in terms of a substitute up to 20%, for example, without engine modification that you talked about. It is something which certainly, is claimed to have lower footprints in terms of emissivity and emissions, but again, that's a debatable topic. At the same time, you have its economics of what they call, operation, and the overall economics has some effects which may not be complementary towards driving the best in terms of consumers, if you will. That's one part of the thing. So there are certain amounts you can do. These things like ethanol, or oil for that matter, they've got different kinds of what you call as energy densities, right? Which means how much of energy do you produce per unit of land, for example. Now, ethanol is a very low energy density, power density, what you call, so it consumes a lot of land, a lot of water, a lot of what they call resources, and that has got indirect and direct impact, right, in terms of how it shapes the overall ecology, which has got an impact. So I think we need to, just taking the example of ethanol, yes, we must, but to what extent is the question, and how do the economics make sense? Because yes, you can give subsidies to some degree, incentive to some degree, but you need to complement that with other mechanisms. So for example, one is that, how do you make substitutes to what you import, and to what extent do you make those substitutes? So second, you all know, for example, is we got a lot of coal, lots of coal, right? $200 billion and counting. And so the question becomes, can we harness coal in a different way than what we are used to by burning it in boilers to produce power, right? That's one way to do that.